I wanted to do a little bit of a, I don't know if I call it a rant or what, but just talk about Genshin a little bit because this game still got some problems. So, as anybody who's been following Genshin Impact knows, we're in, well, what was supposed to be the final region, Snezhnaya, but probably won't be. Definitely won't be. We'll definitely have more regions, but final of like the main regions that we knew about at the beginning of the game. There's still a lot wrong with this game that doesn't need to be wrong with the game, and it's very unfortunate because as it is one of the highest grossing games of all time, these problems could definitely get fixed. So this video is not scripted at all. I'm literally just going to rant about the things I don't like and what I do like, and this will go as, you know, cover kind of the whole of Genshin, not just Snezhnaya, the new update, just kind of the whole game and where we're at this point. Number one thing we gotta fix right off the bat. I was gonna start with the positives, but man, this just has to be fixed. Can we please get infinite stamina? I mean, this is ridiculous. This is it takes longer to get your full stamina bar back than it does to drain your stamina bar. I swear. You can run for a total of like, what? I mean, I'm running right now, you could time it, but I'm pretty sure it's like 15 to 20 seconds, something like that. Like, it's not that long, and it takes forever to get your stamina back. Just give us infinite stamina for exploring, please. I don't understand. Please just give us infinite stamina for exploring. It would not ruin the game at all. I think that's something that needs to be added like ASAP, and that people have been asking for a very long time, and I think that it should just be in the game, straight up. I don't see a single reason why you wouldn't add it. Getting that out of the way, we can look at some of the positives. Let's go to someplace that actually looks really good instead of just scoping. The new region looks gorgeous. Obviously, there will be story spoilers and stuff. If you really care about that, then I guess don't fucking watch it, but who really cares? The region looks incredible. Unlike some of the ones in the past, like Natlan, which was just absolutely abysmal in every way. This region looks great. I think it fits exactly what I thought Snezhnaya would look like. We will talk about past regions here in a bit, but for now, Snezhnaya, I think it looks great. I don't see any inherent problems with the design of it. Looks great. Now, as for past regions, which I'll get in more to later, but like Natlan, absolute disaster of a region. Nodcry it was pretty good. I mean, obviously, I don't think they ever planned to put Nodcry in the game until somewhat recently when they were like, oh shit, you know, we're coming up on Snezhnaya, and they didn't want the game to end, so obviously they added in more shit, and I still believe we're getting more shit after, but, yeah, Natlan was horrible, and I think this is a big step up from our last, you know, elemental region. Another sin of the new update here. This or I guess it'd be a third-person shooter game mode they put in. Why? Why would we do that? Why would we do that? People have been asking for different game modes or different things you can do in the game for so long. Why would we make it a third-person shooter game? Are we serious? Give us co-op Spiral Abyss. Give us co-op raid bosses. Give us literally anything that is like co-op or fun, or like give us true raid bosses or something. Like, you spend all this time coding a completely new type of game, essentially, in your game. I can kind of show you guys. I'll go to wherever my frickin' train is, and show you guys kind of what it's like, but like, why would we add this? Why? I don't understand. Of all the things you could have done, you add something like this into the new region? I just don't understand it. Whatever the reason, I hate it. I think true raid boss or something, co-op modes with, you know, large bosses or big dungeons or anything like that would just have been literally a million times better than whatever the hell this is. But yeah, man, thank you. Jesus Christ. Still haven't got rid of all the menuing. Okay. This is literally it. You essentially go through, you can run around, shoot things, you can like slide. Oh, don't worry, you don't have infinite stamina in this game mode either. You actually start back with no stamina. So our traveler who has been running around the entire world of Teyvat for the last 6 years can only run for as long as like a 6-year-old child. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Our dude has no cardio at all. After all these years of exploring, he's got no cardio. But yeah, you can like shoot people in this mode. Wow, so cool. I'm so glad they added this. Yeah, it's dog shit. So that is fucking stupid. I don't know why they added that. I wanted at the start to try and keep this as positive as possible and not just rant and talk shit about the game, but there's a lot to talk shit about. It's not all bad, like I said. I like the way the area looks. It's very pretty. The exploration, due to the limits of stamina and just how slow-paced the game kind of is in general, leaves a lot to be desired. And a lot of the region just kind of looks like this. Just big ice paths that you know, sprint across. You can use these things to traverse, which are also super slow. Super slow. Like, I mean, really? We couldn't just have it go like 10 times faster than this? I don't understand why it's so slow. So, still has the same problems with exploration, just feeling really slow and clunky in the exploration, and just kind of the movement in general just needs a, again, multi-billion-dollar company can absolutely improve the exploration in this game. There's no question about it. Next is some of these old character designs, man. What are we doing here? So let's go down and let's look at some of these old characters. Compared to the new ones, I mean, like, no detail on these outfits. This is a skin, and it still looks like shit. Like, this is an Archon, by the way. This is an Archon. Yeah, like, there's something I've never understood about this game, and that is the skins. We get, what, 4 skins a year? What a joke. Are we serious? There's no way they lose money on skins, because let's look at another great addition that they added to this game, Astral Wonderland, where they added new skins every patch, but it's for these dog shit mannequins that you are so bad that you can't even use them in game. Why would we not just make skins for the characters? Hello, infinite money glitch. I literally just made Hoyo billions more. But no, they, instead of making new skins for our beloved characters, they added in for 2 mannequins, which you can't even use in the main story. Like, they don't show up in place of your traveler. And also, they're dog shit, so there's literally no reason to ever use them. What are we doing? We're losing money for no reason? I'm not even a game developer, and I can say that that is absolutely a stupid choice. Money-wise, gameplay, like, everything. I don't understand. Maybe I'm just hating, but, like, I don't understand at all. So that's dog shit too. I don't know, man. Like I said, this video's not scripted at all. I'm literally just going off the top and saying my piece as we're now in, you know, supposedly the last region of Genshin, which, like I said, it definitely won't be, but, you know, there's still so many issues plaguing the game. They add in this is what we get for our great quality of life, is they give us the artifact. What is this, the artifact transmitter or something? Great. You can make, like, 3 artifacts a month. Wonderful. I love that. But don't worry, because in the next patch, they'll just release a better new artifact set for your character, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is what we get for our quality of life. Chat, is this real? Let's look at this thing. Okay. This bothers me. They let us pick a free character or constellation of excuse me, only constellation. You cannot pick characters you don't have. Once every, like, you see it, like 80 days, you can get one of these. You will eventually run out. I don't have any of these characters because they're either stupid or I never wanted them. I've gotten 3. And I'm rather active in this game. Not super active, but rather active. Why not more characters? I understand they don't want us to have, like, OP characters, but, like, can we please add more? The pool of characters in this game is massive, and also, a lot of these old characters that they could put in there, they're fucking useless now. Like, Yalan? Is a mid-tier character at best. I mean, all these new characters that come out are essentially made to be put with another character. And Varka is the only somewhat new character I've invested in. So I basically got his whole team because I knew he would be cool. But I'm not really interested in anyone else. So until I get another new character, I'm stuck with old dog shit teams, which are so dog shit that they can't really do the new Spiral Abysses, which are perfectly tuned to the new characters, which they kind of always have been, but now it's even worse. I don't understand. We're making the game less accessible for, I don't know. Genshin at the start seemed very accessible for free-to-play players, right? You could get a character and it could go along with a lot of different teams. That's just not how it works anymore. You essentially pull the 5-star support for your soon-to-be released or already released 5-star DPS. And then they'll release, like, 2 other 5-star supports for that character, and then on to the next, right? So they're kind of just releasing characters just to buff other ones. Like, great example, Flynn's. Llama and Neffa go for Flynn's. Nefer, Columbina, Llama, and like these characters are all meant to, like, be played together. It's just not how I would run the game, which doesn't say much. I get it. I'm not on the dev team, but I feel like most people feel this way, and it's kind of a dog shit practice. Obviously, a big one was back in Natlan when they had Mavwika and Sitlali on, like, the same banner, and everybody was flipping shit over it. We haven't necessarily had something as abysmal as that since then, but don't get it twisted. It's still every character has its very obvious tailored support for them, if not 2 tailored supports, and sometimes even 3. They'll just make the entire team around the character. So, not a big fan of that, and I know literally nobody is, because it kills a lot of the creativity in the game. I would say those are most of the super big issues. I don't think I don't think the game is in a great spot still. Very unfortunate, because I would love to see this game get some of the attention that it deserves. And by attention, I don't mean popularity. The game's popular as shit. I mean, like, fixes and simple quality of life changes that would just make the game 10 times better and that are so easy to implement. Again, the company has no problem making skins or making new things that look good. They release 1 million skins a fucking patch with this Milliastra Wonderland bullshit. They can absolutely have every single character in this game, or every old character, let's just say from Fontaine back, or not even Fontaine, you just go Sumeru back. They could have that whole cast of characters remade by the next patch, for sure. They've got unlimited money and resources. But no, they'd rather release all these Milliastra Wonderland skins instead, because that's what everybody wants. They added Roblox into the game. I just, man, I don't get it. Man, I don't get it. There's a lot they could improve, and unfortunately, they're just not doing it. And I leave and return to Genshin very frequently because new patch comes out, I'm like, oh, I wonder what they changed. Like, I was having somewhat of fun, but like, if they just changed a little bit, like, the game would be so much better. And then I come back and I'm like, well, it's just the same, but with a new area. So, I don't know, man. And it's not like Genshin was ever good at, like, communicating with their community. They were never that type of game. But when Genshin first came out, it was like, okay, some of these not so quality of life friendly features were okay, because not a lot of other big gacha games existed at the time, on console specifically, to kind of compete with that, so it didn't matter. Now, there are a plethora of gacha games on console. Unfortunately, a lot of them either run like shit, or let's just say aren't very console friendly in general. But I just don't understand. Mostly, for me, just give us infinite stamina for exploration. I don't understand why we don't have it. It makes no sense to me. Gacha shill, or Genshin shills will be like, but like, it doesn't need to be in the game because like, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and you're a fucking chud. Like, who cares? Oh, it doesn't really matter. Just put it in the game. It's a net positive. Like, I don't get it. We still don't have, we still have daily domains, which they, again, Genshin likes to give us these, like, they'll give us these half fixes. So now they give us all of our domain things, right? For like the first, I don't know what it is, week or 2 weeks of a new patch. Why don't you just do it the whole time? I don't understand. It's so stupid. Dude, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, if their philosophy is, right, we want players to keep coming back every day. You already have daily commissions, which is giving you your primo gems, which is your reason to clock in every day to this game. If you don't care about primos, then you don't care about your books and your upgrade materials. So there's no reason to not have them available every day. Maybe when the game first came out, it could have been daily, which it still shouldn't have been, but I could see the argument. This game has been out for like 6 years now. Let's pack it up and put the daily books and materials in the bag, bro. We need them, please. We have hundreds of characters in this game now. I don't want to have to wait sometimes upwards of 3 days to upgrade a character. That's stupid. That is dumb. That is so dumb. And it doesn't need to be in the game. I don't know. Obviously, this is going to fall on deaf ears. I'm a small channel, and I don't think that the Genshin devs listen to anybody ever, regardless of the size of their channel. somebody like Tectone or anybody that's been critical of Genshin in the past has been completely shut out by the devs, so it doesn't even matter. They'll silence anybody who has critiques on it, so your cries for anything better will fall upon deaf ears, and that's really sad to see, because I think this game has infinite potential, and for anybody that disagrees with these points or disagrees with what needs to change, I irk you to know, I beg you to know that this game makes more money than you can fathom, and they have far more resources than these other gacha games. So anything great that something like Wuthering Waves does, or what's the other new one, like Neverness to Everness or some shit like that, I don't know. There's a bunch of gacha games on the market. Tower Fantasy, I mean, there's a bunch of them. They have infinity more resources than these devs. And it's like, they have the least quality of life changes and the least changes per patch. It's like the new game, or it's like the same game every time, but with, oh, we're gonna add a third-person shooter mode. Like, what? Can we get like, can we get a raid mode or something fun? Like, I don't want to be a shooter in Genshin, man. I don't. I want to be my characters that I'm paying for. So, I don't know. Wouldn't have been my first choice on what to add into the game. And I don't think it would have been anybody's. I don't think if you asked even the biggest Hoyo shill of all time, hey man, would you rather see, or actually I think a better way of saying it is like, if Hoyo put in this third-person shooter mode, would you like that more than if they put in like a co-op raid or like dungeon style mode? And they would just have to hear that Hoyo put it in the game. They'd be like, oh my god, I mean, Hoyo's cooking. I've always wanted Genshin to be a third-person shooter. Like, bro, go fuck yourself. The mode's awful. It would have been so much better to have something way cooler, especially now with all these characters that we have, so much build potential. At least with the old characters. New characters, you're going to build them all the same, which is just a very unfortunate side effect of the direction the games went with character design. But how cool would it be to have a true raid mode in this game, where you can go in with a group of 4 people, all have your full teams, and go up against, like, I don't know, like, they could get really creative. They could have, like, old form Zhongli when he was, like, killing gods and shit. Like, have us fight him. You know, like, have it be like a sparring match. He's like, oh yeah, I got y'all, we go fight, or something like that. Nope. I mean, that was literally just waffled off the top of my head. There's a million things you could do, and have it be so cool. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe, you know, maybe I just don't know anything about anything, and maybe I should just shut up. But in my opinion, I would much rather something like that than literally anything Genshin has done in the past 5 years, right? Because I feel like Inazuma wasn't a great area to explore, but as far as, like, I won't say Inazuma. I think Sumeru was pretty cool as well. I think Sumeru was good. I think Inazuma was good. Fontaine was good. However, past Fontaine, we ran into some serious issues. Fontaine was pretty good. I won't say it was great. I mean, the character designs were good. I didn't play a lot during Fontaine, so I can't really critique it fairly. I mean, I've played through a lot of it now. I don't like the underwater exploration. I think that's really stupid. Obviously, they were going to have it anyway, so I can't be like, oh, it shouldn't have been in the game. Like, it needs to be in the game because it is the Hydro region, so it's fine. I don't understand why now we can only swim in Fontaine, but, you know, whatever. I don't think we should be able to drown anywhere now that we can swim in Fontaine magically. But, you know, Fontaine kind of started to peek into that we're gonna make characters for other characters. Now, they still had their good, you know, good character design in Fontaine, but it was, you know, you could sense it in the air, and then after we got Natlin, it was just like, yeah, this is just fucking horrible. Just horrible. Everything about Natlin, I can't really think of much positives. I mean, some of the areas look okay if it wasn't in Natlin. Again, I think any Natlin defender needs to remember what Natlin has been described as all the way up until we got Natlin, and it was a Pokemon adventure game. My final critique, which is a personal critique, and anybody who likes Columbina should probably click off now because I'm about to rip her a new fucking asshole, and this would be my final point, but this one bothered the shit out of me. Columbina being like a kawaii fucking annoying ass bitch ass little bitch. I fucking hate her. Who? Columbina was always described as this like terrifying being. Very odd, terrifying being. Child wouldn't even fight her. Child fights everybody. Child rushed Nuvalat upon sight. Are we serious? He wouldn't even fight her. And what is she? Some little like quiet, shy, like anime Desu fucking Are we serious? I was expecting like a weeping angel, like creepy ass character, and we got none of it. Just absolutely abysmal. Maybe the worst character assassination I've ever seen. It was just horrendous. Sure, her kit's extremely overpowered. Why are you pulling for that character? She's so fucking stupid. I don't get it. And then in the same 0.0, we get Varka, who was absolutely flawlessly executed into the game. And then we get Columbina, who's just a fucking absolute shitter. Like, whoever designed Varka needs a raise, and whoever decided how Columbina would be in this game should be fucking fired. I mean, that inexcusable what they did to Columbina. Could have been one of the coolest, scariest, had some of the coolest lore in the game, which she may still have cool lore. Again, I don't care about her. After I saw what she was, I immediately stopped caring about any of her lore because she's a fucking loser. One of the gravest sins of this game, lore-wise, and just story-wise in general, is all of Columbina. Obviously, Paimon is still in the game, super annoying, has to repeat everything we say, makes dialogue take way too long, still no skip button in the game. I could have mentioned that way sooner. Still no skip button, needs to be, because in the new Archon quest, quick spoilers, I said that was the last day. I'm gonna keep going because there's more shit I need to talk about. You play a fucking murder mystery game. It takes like 2 fucking hours to do this. They have cool lore. Why does it fucking matter? I don't want to sit through 2 hours of use. It's not even gameplay. It's story. It's a fucking dating sim. I don't want to sit through 2 hours of that bullshit. To give me the lore, just have me fight something or find something or be moving. I don't want to fucking talk to people for 2 hours doing absolutely nothing. It's just abysmal. The Genshin devs, I'll give it to them. They can cook up a mean story. I will say it. I do like the overarching story. It just sucks that to get the story, you have to go through maybe the worst ever story presentation ever. It's just terrible to play. And it's really hard to, like, recommend the game to a new player, especially now. Imagine you just started Genshin. You have to go through every region's dialogue. Oh my god. That would be horrible. That would be absolutely terrible. Not to mention, we don't even start getting any cool lore until Sumeru anyway. That's when, like, the crazy lore drops actually start happening. Up until Sumeru, you're literally just some dude going from region to region, and every time you get there, they're like, oh, you should go to the next region. Which, by the way, why the fuck is my traveler still lollygagging around? Talking to fucking nobodies. Are we trying to save our sister and save the planet? Or are we trying to be a little dilly-dally and make friends with the citizens of this land? Can we make up our mind? Because it seems like every region we come into, we just make friends with everybody and then actually get to the cool shit later on. What are we doing? At this point in the game, my character should be bum rushing the Sarita being like, hey, yo, bitch, like, I got some serious questions for you. But no, we don't. It's just, I don't know, man. And I get, it's like a kid's game, but the game's rated teen. Dark Souls 2 is rated teen. Go look at that gameplay and tell me that we couldn't up some of the I don't know, disturbing factor or just add in something cooler. It's not like the game's rated E. We can absolutely add some more fucking PG-13 elements to this game. It doesn't have to be a baby game. Most of the people that are playing this game should not even be children because it's a gambling game. The game has gambling in it, therefore it should already be an M-rated game. Like, just put in cool shit, stop fucking around with these, like, lame-ass, oh, we're just gonna keep it a baby game for all these new characters that come out. Everybody's gotta be super nice, or, like, nobody can be edgy, or, like, you know, dark or anything. We don't want to make the game too scary. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't know, man. I don't know. At the start of this rant here, I wanted it to just be, oh, you know, I'll talk about some positives and negatives, but unfortunately there are not as many positives as there are negatives still in the game. And to be fair, a lot of the negatives don't come from specifically Snezhnaya. I think this region, other than the third-person shooter mode and the horrible murder mystery thing that we had to do in the quest line, it's been good. The exploration I don't mind. I don't mind, like, the building stuff. I don't think it's too invasive. I think it's okay once you get the hang of it. Would I prefer for it to just, you know, be not there? I don't know. I really don't mind this exploration compared to some of the other things that we've had to do for exploration, like in Fontaine, underwater, was just terrible. I will say that again for the people in the back. So yeah, I don't know. I don't hate Snezhnaya. I don't think it's horrible. We've had much worse regions, like Natlan, which was a train wreck, and I think everybody hated Natlan. If you didn't hate Natlan, I don't know what's wrong with you. The Pyro Archon, Mavwika, also absolutely butchered. Mostly design-wise, character and, like, lore, I think fits her fine. That's fine. But her design is the worst design in the whole game, and it's not even close. For anybody who somehow doesn't know, they gave the Pyro Archon a gimp suit with a zipper that goes over her pussy and up her ass crack. So, this is our Pyro Archon, by the way. Full leather dominatrix suit. Just horrible. Just the worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know what the devs were thinking. That is just horrible. Obviously, a lot of people were mad in both Sumeru and Natlan that there are no black characters, and to that I say, it's a Chinese game. There probably wouldn't be black characters anyway, so I don't know why people were always so worried about that. China does not care about black people, and there's very few black people in China, so a lot of these devs have probably never even seen a black person in real life, so I don't know why people were so up in arms about that. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, I get it. If you're black, you want more black characters. I think it would be awesome too to have more black characters in the game, just to have more realistic regions. But dude, this is just Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Lots of things that I think could have been done a lot better in Genshin's history. This kind of turned into a history of Genshin rant rather than just a Sneznaya talk, but I kind of knew it was going to end up on this. Those are really the main problems I have with the game. Again, I know I'm a small creator. This probably won't get out to many people. If anybody sees this, if you could share, try and get this to bigger names or something, I don't know. I feel like the takes and things that I've said in this video are not uncommon. I don't just want to pander to the Genshin haters because I don't hate the game, but there is so much that this game could do to be better, and I just don't see them doing it, and it's so sad. Because if they did, the game would be so much more enjoyable. I don't know, man. Just very sad what I'm seeing, but maybe maybe with 8.0 we'll get infinite stamina and we can finally sprint forever when exploring and we won't have some shitty new third-person mode. Maybe we'll get a cool raid or dungeon mode with our friends. That will never happen, but anyway, that was the end of my rant here. I don't know. I think the game, man, it's Genshin. If you like it, you like it. If you hate it, you hate it. You've had 6 years to figure it out, so I don't know. This is definitely falling on deaf ears here, but man, there's a lot that could have been better, and that's kind of all I have to say. Peace out.